Dun, dun, dun. There we go. A little bit of technical issues there, but we got them worked out. Suzuka Circuit is a fun track. Maybe I'll get a little more focused this time. I was jabbering away in that last deal, but that's part of the reason I'm here. You guys are like my psychologists. Let me get a drink.
Suzuka's circuit features a unique figure-8 layout from its original 1962 design. So right after you rock it under the track overpass, prepare for a heavy braking zone into a hairpin.
Alright, looks like we got good weather this time, which is great because that rain in the last one I did not like. I still got that hold your head up song stuck in my head now. .236 or faster is what we're going for here. And by the way, when I say I like on this one, I said I like Suzuka track. The reason is that I say that I've raced it in a lot of other games, so I know I like it. I may or may not have raced it in this game, I don't remember. So, and I've noticed that the tracks, even though they're generally the same, they're enough different that it's like the same track from one game to the next game. There'll be enough differences in it that it changes the way you have to drive the track. Like some straightaways that are long on one game will be shorter on the next game, and the curves will be just slightly different. Oh, I forgot about this little hairpin. It's been a long time since I drove a Suzuka, I think. I don't know if I got to do that on Forza 5. Kind of seems like I did do a video on Suzuka on Forza 5, but maybe it was a different option because I don't remember that hairpin turn. Oh, this is nice. Ooh. I started to say this is a nice long slow turn, and it really sharpened at the end there. Suzuka, does it have the chicane right before? Yeah, this is the one. Oh, this ain't the one. Ain't the one I'm thinking of, but it has one. Oh, come on. That was horrible. Horrible, horrible. It's alright, still first lap. We'll get it. We'll get it nailed down. I've got a lot of seconds. Like 14 seconds I gotta cut off. And I know through this section you can go really fast once you find the groove. But it's a matter of finding that line this is a nice track. I forgot how much I like this track. This was, I remember this one all the way back to my first racing game, MotoGP, on the original Xbox. Man, and I'd like to do that. I have a couple original Xboxes sitting around, and I've still got the old games. So at some point, I don't know, I'm toying with the idea of it. I always have fond memories of those old games, but then when I put in an old game, a lot of times graphically, I'm like, oh golly, it's hard to look at. But I'm toying with the idea of pulling some of those back. The old Xbox, man, that first Xbox, it had some great games for the time. The best football game ever made. ESPN 2K5 put Madden in the dust, and honestly, I think it still does. I was so pissed at the way all that turned out. You know, they cut a deal. Really, the NFL was the one that ruined it, because they made an exclusive deal with EA, where other companies couldn't make NFL games. But I'm sure it was at the behest of EA, because Sega 2K Sports came out with that NFL 2K5, and it literally blew the doors off. It had so many more options, and it was more like a sim type game than a arcade type game. It was harder, took longer to figure it out. Had first person football where you could play from inside the helmet view. I don't know if that's been done since, but they were the first to do it, which was kind of cool, but I didn't really like it because it was like too hard. Everything moves too fast for that. At the same time, though, it was still pretty cool. It was cool. And they did all this and released the game at half the price of Madden when it was brand new. And that's the reason EA, I think, when you compared their release, which was another roster update for the year, when you compared the two side by side, it was like they just got blasted out of the park. So then the next thing you know, all of a sudden there's an exclusivity deal with the NFL, pissed all kinds of people, like game players out here off. What can you do? Oh, also they were, you could have online leagues. There's probably other games that have done this since, but they were one of the first to really, their online server, sharp part of the turn there, their online server would track the games, but you could log in at a website via computer, and you could add stories. Like you could have people writing stories about the games and posting pictures. That their setup for it was just freaking beautiful. Of course, they've long since shut down those servers, but they were just amazing. It was like somebody come along and just created this whole new level of online sports. 43. All right, let's see if we can get this bonus. It's a little sloppy on that turn there. Anyway, I thought about oh, also their offline league play on it was freaking awesome too. The way they had uh, just your league set up where you control the team and hire your different coaches and all the negotiations with players and draft and every freaking thing, man. That game had it all. And you didn't have to do it all if you didn't want. They set it up in such a way where you could do the parts you wanted to do and skip the parts you didn't want to. That team, man, I could never give them enough credit for the guys that were on that team that built that game. And they would be the leader today, I think, had the NFL not signed the exclusivity deal with EA Sports. EA, you know, they turned into the bad guy back then. They just started buying up. They turned into Microsoft. If there's any challenger out there to what they're doing, well, they would just buy them or come up with some other way. In this case, they just shut down the availability of Sega to work with the NFL. Make this turn once. Oh, stop it, guys. Come on. Can you believe that? That guy just got behind me and just started pushing. Woo! Man, that's a lot of damage. Alright. That's after that. Let's race. Whoops. Wrong button. Can I hit the right button? Accidentally took a screenshot there. I don't even know what I screenshotted. 4 laps. So 5 laps of fuel. And project me to finish at 12. Yeah, I really, even without the NFL, I really think what they should have, what Sega should have done back then, and they still should, use that same freaking engine. You could upgrade the graphics, but the gameplay was just spot on. Make it totally customizable. People can build their own teams. And my idea actually was make it where they could build their own teams and import their own rule sets for a high school rule set, college rule set, Canadian rule set, European rule set, and where they could make their own uniforms. I think it would have been brilliant because you've got high schools all over the country that have teams. They could be, you know, there'd be somebody in nearly every school out there building their own, putting together their own high school team that would probably become updated by, hey, get off me, by some group of kids at the school. It would be kind of a, what would you call that? Evergreen situation. as new kids come in, people would add them to the roster. And of course, you could do that with college. Of course, you can't provide the artwork for those teams, but if you make it where people can edit their own artwork and submit their own, and share their own artwork amongst each other, well, you can bypass that problem totally. Just make it, call it total football. Would have been a hit and would have put Madden in the dust. People be like, oh yeah, if you want to buy a new NFL roster, go buy Madden. If you want to actually play good football on the Xbox or any other console, I don't know if that was exclusive or not, but if you want to play good football, go buy this game. Man, I cannot make that turn. Where am I at? I'm in 10th place. Alright. Time to get serious. I got 3 laps left to focus. Drive the track. Do the snake here. Get back on. Get back on. Ah. Guess I need to start doing more time racing, less time talking. It's embarrassing when you race too bad. Now, coming up that long turn, remember it gets tight at the end, so you want to change that apex a little bit. Not like that, but
total time penalty is about 1.5 seconds.
I guess you're supposed to take that around 40 miles an hour. But after doing 100 miles an hour around the track, 40 mile an hour seems like you're crawling. Oh, golly. The pain, the pain. Yeah, there was definitely no time gain there. know what it is? I'm going in with the throttle all out. I need to back off on that throttle through that section. In fact, I need to start backing off. It's one of the key things about racing good, it seems like, in this game. All throttle is not the best position. Well, for straightaways it is. I forgot that was a hairpin turn. There's a tendency to hold all throttle, hammer on the brakes, and then as soon as you hit the apex, all throttle again. And it's better to only use partial throttle. If you can hold the turn. In my experience. Which is not saying much, seeing how I'm in 18th place at the moment. $40-mile-an-hour turn. See that guy? People behind me gained a huge amount of ground.
Last lap.
So obviously I did not optimize that turn. Alright, easy throttle, easy throttle. Big throttle, easy throttle. Easy turn. Oh, yeah. I swear this car, and it's probably this, I'm blaming it on the car, but I think it's just because the car is faster. It makes it feel like in a turn, like it's heavy, like it wants to, momentum wants to carry you way further than what, or carry me way further than what I've been planning on being carried. It's probably just because I'm going a lot faster. Those little Mazda cars I was driving they don't have as much engine. I don't catch anybody in the straightaway on the Mazdas. I get outran, but I gain up a boatload of ground in all the curves. I wonder if this is the last race in this series. Dutchy power. Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty bad. 20th.
Well done.
Right. That's how the cookie bounces. think it said 5 of 6. Am I going to run another race today, guys? I don't know. I don't remember what I've ran so far. Let me look real quick here and see where I'm at. Hour ago, minutes ago, and then the current one. I think 3 for the day is good. I think we'll break it there. And the next one will be Mugello, which I really do like. That'll finish off this series. Then we'll get to pick a new car. Plan on doing that tomorrow. All right, guys. Always fun. Catch you later.